Requiem for the Have-It-Alls, Marbles Jackson. Now, this, guys, I think, out of all the songs on your new album, has got to be the most tripped out song on here. And that's most likely where all the comments came from, but it's a really good tune. The harmonies, and I know we mentioned this before, are reminiscent of the Mamas and Papas, just because they're the harmonics and...
Thank you for saying that. That's lovely. Yeah. Well, we do our best,
So I really like it just because it's got that mellow sound, but it just the like I said, the harmonics to the whole song is just really, really, really good, and I just really enjoy it because it flows so smoothly and just like I said, it reminds me of like I said, the Mamas and Papas. It reminds me of the kind of the old school kind of late '60s, early '70s music.
Right, because it's funny, it never nearly got on the record, but Mikey Gibson, who plays the bass, and Nalco was just like, "Come on, let's rehearse it, let's do it," because I couldn't stand it, to be honest with you. And I don't know, I couldn't seem to get the right drum beat for it or anything, and I just we simplified it because it went true Marbles Jackson style. It was about 19 minutes long, and then we just
at the beginning,
we just stripped it down because I couldn't seem to get into it, but. Nalco and Mikey and Simon were like, "Look, let's persevere with it," and I'm glad I did, really, because I think it's come out one of the best songs on there. And for someone who was saying, "Look, I don't like it, it's not going to go on the album," to like, "Well, yeah, I think it's all right, really," So I'm glad we did it. I really am, and I think it's come out good. Yeah, I do. I'm pleased with it. It's a lot shorter now as well. So.
Well, yeah. No, just with the album in general, as far as like the arrangement goes, now that I would assume would have had been a little bit of a challenge, just because obviously all the songs are kind of unique in their own way, but they flow very well. But with so much sound and contrast, that sort of thing, I would figure it's hard to kind of make them kind of flow smoothly together.
It's see, to me, I always think there's never really a plan for it, and I just think, if it's going to work, it's going to work, and if it doesn't, then I just get worried. I don't know, just I mean, I'm lucky to be playing with people who are understanding and who can who can pull it off. So I don't know. Sometimes I find it very hard, sometimes I find it difficult, but I don't know. So it usually comes out all right. See? Yeah.
Well, fair enough. Now, with a lot of the song, well, at least the song titles too. Like again, this one is specific. Requiem for the Have-It-Alls. What was the initial kind of idea and thought behind it when you guys kind of sat down and were writing this?
Well, the words were a bit. I don't know what to say about that. Really, it was just something I felt about. What the actual chorus is like. A Requiem for the Have-It-Alls, all for one and none for all. I think it was just. Me having to go at greedy people, I think, but nothing too deep or anything.
Right.
And that's all it was really. Because I think that in the chorus, it's the only time when something actually gets sung properly. Because in the rest of the song, it's just me sort of saying things, and it's not really a sort of it's not really a ballad about anything. It's just me throwing thoughts into the music. I'm just being honest, really. I could lie and say it was about something really profound, but it's not. So what the chorus is. I'm having to go there at the chorus.
Well, but that's a good thing, because I mean, a lot of the times the songs, some of the best songs are just songs that were just written and there wasn't necessarily an idea behind it. And there's some really great tunes out there, because not all songs, just because they may have a deep meaning behind them.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean they're a good song. The lyrics might be good, sure, but the rest of the song is kind of the harmonies or the music just doesn't go with it. So it's not always the worst thing in the world. I mean, myself and listeners alike should know that not every song has, just like you said, has a deep meaning, because that's just not the way it goes. I mean, there's so many other songs out there that have so much substance to them, but again, they're just kind of pulled out of nowhere, or they're just kind of fun songs.
Yeah, I mean, that one in particular, it's funny that you picked that one, because that one's probably one of the only ones on the album that is like that. All the rest of the songs have some words that mean something, but it's only the chorus in Requiem that is sort of, is something to be said. The rest of it's just sort of, just feelings, really. And I mean, I'd love to be able to tell people that it was something, like I said, really quite important, and it'd be nice to write songs like that. It really would, but and again, that's the only one on there that's like that. But I'm glad it's being picked up on, because it was such a pain to do, and like I say, it nearly didn't end up on the record, but I'm glad it has. So
like I said, this is the very first song I played off the album on my new music show the other weekend.
Oh, brilliant!
And this is the one that really kind of started picking up, and people have been looking forward to hearing more. And that's what's so great about having all this new music, is people want to know more. And then before you know it, they're starting to follow you, and they're starting to check out more. And so a lot of my listeners aren't just North America based. A lot of them are in Europe. I mean, I have a lot of listeners in the UK, because a lot of bands I interview are from the UK in general.
Wow, brilliant!
So although the show's a little bit late on Saturday nights, I mean early my time, but later your guys' time, it's nice because the link stays posted, so you guys can listen to it afterwards. You don't have to stay up all hours of the morning, because when I start, it's about 2 a.m. here. 2 in the morning your time.
Yeah. Oh, right.
So
okay.
just a little late. So unless you're coming back from the bar, most people will be in bed or sleeping.
Yeah, that's far too late for us. We're in bed hours before that. So yeah.
But like I said, the link stays posted, so that's why it's always up the next day, so people can listen at their leisure. They don't have to listen right at that time.
That's good.
But let's get into the rest of the album here. There's a lot of I'm just trying to think of what question to go with next. Since it has
Take
been
your time, it's all right.
Since it has been such a long time, about a year. Putting these songs together, did you guys have any that were kind of like possibly like put together in the past, but then were kind of reworked and put on the album?
That's a good question.
Murder My Sunshine.
Yeah, there's a song called Murder My Sunshine on there that we did before, but I didn't really like what we did before, and we want to do that again. And I'm trying to think. I've got just the songs now. A couple of. I mean, a lot of them. Yeah, the Symptoms as well, and a lot of them were just sort of demos that we did when we first started. That just kind of got a bit more interesting. It's like anything. The more you play it, and the better it becomes. And songs that like Symptoms and that, were just things that we just sort of messed around with before. But then they just got better and better the more we played them. So I'm glad that went on there.
And Murder My Sunshine was actually our first EP.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that was the first EP.
we wanted to do it again.
Well,
we added more harmonies and.
Yeah.
Well,
we think we did a better one this time. we did, yeah. I think we did, yeah.
Well, but the thing is, too, is, it's nice because a lot of times, I mean, I've pretty much heard almost every band say the song's never finished, and no, fair enough. But it's gotta be nice sometimes where, let's say you wrote the song, let's say 6 months to a year ago, maybe a little bit longer, and you left it for a little bit just because, I want to finish the song, but I just not really happy with it right now. It's going to come back to it, and you come back, then all of a sudden it's like, wow, now this is where I want to go. So now I can improve. So that's always got to be a good feeling once you come back to it and really, really collaborate what you're working on before.
Yeah, it is good because some of the stuff I think if you leave it for a long time, like you said, and you come back to it with fresh ears, maybe it's better. But like that song you were just talking about, that Requiem for the Habit Dogs, we got so bad playing that I said I never ever want to hear it again. And then when we were in the studio doing the album, the rest of the band were like, "Come on, let's try it," And as we started playing, I was like, "Oh well, yeah, it's all right. I think we can give it a chance." And so, but a lot of the stuff's like that, that you'll do, and then you leave it alone for a while, and then come back to it, and it's for some reason it sounds great. So, but there's still, I mean, I've got lots of stuff that I didn't put on the first album, which I'm definitely going to stick on the next one. Possibly a little bit short of the songs, I think. I don't know, but yeah, there's some stuff that I would have liked to put on Notes to the Dust, but which we couldn't do.
Yeah,
right.
Because we decided to do it on vinyl, so we have to stick with the duration of maximum 23 minutes on each side.
Because a lot of the songs were cut short to fit on the vinyl. Because some of them were like a lot longer, weren't they? Symptoms Persist was a lot longer, the first song, And Running Man was a lot longer, and Requiem for the Havadolls was far too long.
Yeah.
It was like a soap. And thank the Lord we had to do it. We had to cut them short to fit them on the vinyl, and to get a good quality sound on there. So
now some of the songs that didn't make it that you're thinking about putting on the next album or EP. Are you gonna be? Are there any in there that you would call like maybe B-sides that you maybe put out as maybe a single or something? Or
that's a good question.
Don't know.
I don't know.
We always have a problem with having B-side.
Okay.
So single we didn't call it A-side and B-side. We said double A-side.
Which is good, really.
Yeah, and then this album, we call it side 1 and side 2.
Like they do everywhere across the world.
Rather than saying, side A and B.
Yeah. So yeah. But I think I've got, like I said, there's some stuff I can't wait to, some new stuff I can't wait to record. That'll be very Marvelous Jackson, I think. So we'll see. But I mean, it's been a bit of a headache putting this record together, actually, because we had some problems pressing it up when we first pressed the vinyl. It was we got it back and it wasn't what we wanted, so we got to start the process over again, which put the release date back. So that's been a bit of a headache. But apart from that, we just want to get it out, don't we?
Oh, fair enough. I don't blame you for that. I mean,
once it's out there, that's it. You've done it. You've done your job, and then you can just go out and play it. And
right.
All the rest of it's just a pain.
Now, have you guys been playing like a lot of shows supporting this album, or do you have a lot lined up, or what's going on with that?
There's some lined up, but it's been difficult to sort them out in a way whereby we can go out and play them back to back, and it's just it's strange here in England in terms of getting gigs. So we haven't got an agent or anything. We're just doing everything ourselves.
Right.
So, and I just find the whole thing just a nightmare, basically. Just having to sort of. I'm not an agent. I'm not a manager. I'm a musician.
Right. You exactly.
Just find it really difficult to do. But I don't know. We're gonna have to really.
Yeah.
But we'll be all right. Yeah, we'll be out there playing.
Yeah. Because we had to shift the tour date, move it for another month. So we have to reschedule everything for June. But we will be playing.
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Be nice to come to Canada at some point. That would be good.
Oh man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
I'd be first in mind.
Yeah, I'd love to. I mean, like I say, we with this album as well, we want to get out and play in a lot of the provinces in England as well, where not just playing in London all the time.
Right.
Because we did have our own club in London, called Room 237, where we would play and put bands on that we liked and DJs on that we liked, and that. It's a great idea in that, but the running of it was starting to take over everything, and you have to be promoter and this, that, and the other thing. We just all we wanted to do was just go and play it, and not be sort of ninth on the bill at a jazz funk night or something.
Well, it definitely is a lot of work, and it can definitely be a headache, but it's worth it in the end. But you never know what can happen. It's essentially all about hitting that right place at the right time.
Yeah.
But, so. Yeah. We're going to take another quick little break here again, and we're going to listen to another song off the album called What Remains. Dig this, Marvelous Jackson.
Oh, yes.